Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know 3 videos in 1 week, but it is for a good reason because the GPT store was just announced and I've been spending all week diving deep into each and every single one of these and looking for the ones that are specifically good for content creation and the content creation process. I have found 7 that I believe are the best on the store right now. I'm going to show you each of these, and then at the end of the video, I will share some ideas on custom GPTs that I have not seen on the store yet that I think still have a chance to pop off. First up is VidGPT by VidIQ. The way it works is it will start by understanding your vision, and then it will move on to refining the concept, and then generating the video project. Once it's done creating the video, it will provide you a link to your Vid project where you can further edit the video if it is not to your liking. I have personally found this useful for generating TikToks for a service that I'm trying to promote on TikTok right now, and I think that it's going to help creators and entrepreneurs alike make content faster and streamline the process as a whole. Next on the list is CapCuts Custom GPT, which has 2 functionalities. The first is obviously letting you create videos from text, and the second is that it allows you to search CapCut templates, provided that you give it the proper aspect ratio that you're looking for and any other details that you want. Again, I just see this as another tool in the tool belt for people that are trying to streamline the process of content creation and offload some of the work so they can have more time to focus on the important stuff like coming up with more ideas and refining their thoughts. And the third on the list is Video AI by Invideo AI, and this is the last GPT on my list in the category of video creation, and it essentially works the same way as Vid or CapCut. It is just another custom GPT that you can use to help you streamline the process of making YouTube shorts, TikToks, YouTube videos, etc., etc. I'm just trying to show you the best ones that I've found, and it is up to you to decide which one is best for your purposes and which one you just prefer. The fourth is SlideMaker GPT, and I do think there are a couple out there, but essentially what it does is you can give it a topic and it will make a slide deck out of the topic that you're trying to talk about. And I think this would be super useful for getting ideas for LinkedIn carousels if you can take the slides and then put them into a LinkedIn carousel. Maybe a pattern interrupt on Twitter if you're just looking for one slide in particular. Or let's say you have clients and you're just trying to show them your services, you can simply load your services into the context of the GPT, tell it to make a slide deck about your services, and then you can simply send that to your clients. The fifth one is called GIFPT, a very original name. It essentially creates GIFs by first generating sprite sheets and then slicing the sprite sheet and turning it into a GIF. And I think that there are some applications for this, particularly on X or Twitter, where you could simply just throw that into your post if it's related to the topic, and it can just be a pattern interrupt again for people that are scrolling on the timeline in the wall of text. The sixth one is the thumbnail generator GPT. This one I found pretty useful for generating thumbnails using DALL-E 3. And again, I know there's Midjourney, there's Photoshop, there's Canva, there's all these other tools for making thumbnails, but I just personally find this as a good way to get some ideas of what I'd actually want my thumbnail to look like without having to put that much work in, because I simply just ask it to make thumbnails for a certain topic. And the seventh, which I do think is probably the most slept on, is VidIQ's custom GPT. I believe at the time of recording that it only has 90 plus chats, and it is a very powerful GPT in my opinion for a couple of reasons. The first is that it allows you to connect your YouTube channel, so now it has context on the type of content that you make. And this GPT helps you with the video ideation process almost from A to Z minus the video creation, but it does help you come up with relevant titles that are performing well in the type of content that you're creating in. It helps create thumbnails based on the type of content that you're trying to make, and it can also provide some scripts and script outlines that will help you get the best script possible for your video. And so again, I cannot stress enough how cool I think it is that it has contextually relevant information about your YouTube channel when you connect your YouTube channel through vidIQ to this custom GPT. I do think that this one is going to blow up even more with content creators once they know about it, but if you're watching this video and I just released a video, you should go check it out. And now finally, for some custom GPT ideas, I will put these into 2 categories. One is entertainment, and then the other is, I would say, niche targeted or lead generation focused. So the first one, that is entertainment, I think if you just make some silly apps like a dad joke GPT, or you could make a I am rich GPT where people have to pay like a certain amount of money through Stripe checkout to even use it. I've also already seen some GPTs for dating advice, so I think that's also a fun area to look into. And then on the targeted niche side, the way I think about this is I think about specific questions that certain people would have. So, for example, you could think of people that are first-time cannabis users. Maybe there's a cannabis guide GPT that is specifically for beginners, or people that are sports athletes and have specific injuries. Maybe there's plantar fasciitis GPT where it knows everything about getting rid of blisters and foot sores and all of that stuff, and it gives you the best resources that you could possibly ask for. You could also imagine couples that are trying to look for more information on in vitro fertilization to go onto a custom GPT and ask for insights, resources, and recommendations to places that they could go look for IVF. So again, there are two ways to think about this. The first is on an entertainment kind of funny, memey sort of way, and then the second one is just to target a niche and try to be very specific with the problem that it's trying to solve. But yeah, other than that, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the GPTs that I showed you. I will put a link to each of the ones that I used in the description below. And until next time, much love and peace, y'all.